Today, we're taking a different turn talking about how you retire by the age of 40. And is that even possible in the current economy, in today's environment? All right, guys, it's Angelo Christian with another awesome edition of Real Estate Insider. And today we're taking a different turn talking about how you retire by the age of 40. And is that even possible in the current economy, in today's environment? You know, I talk to millions of people every single year that are struggling. They're in their 60s, their 70s. They have no money for retirement, you know, and they're at a dead-end job. They don't know where they're going to go. They don't have enough money for savings because the bills are so high. Cost of living is the highest it's ever been. Rents are extremely high. And people can't even think about how to retire or how to save money. And so one of the things that I've been able to do in my life, fortunately, is, you know, I came from a very poor, humble, you know, upbringing with no money, nothing, and been able to, you know, now I don't have to work. I still work because I love what I do. I love to help people because fulfilling my mission is to help, you know, 10,000 people every single year with their funding and accomplishing their dreams and their goals. That's the mission of my company, to help people to become a better version of themselves, and how to retire, how to create mailbox money. How do you create annualized dividends so you can live off that, you know, for the rest of your life? And I think that's one of the, you know, the big things, the mecca that everyone searches for is how do you get extra income, multiple flows of income? Because a lot of people, you know, they just think about having income from their, you know, their career, their primary source. But then what if you lose that job, or what if that industry becomes obsolete? Wouldn't it be great to have extra income coming in from other streams? And so that's what we're going to be talking about today, is actually how to actually create that so you can have an abundant life, so you can go on a vacation with your family. I've helped some of the big top entrepreneurs in real estate with getting them the funding so they can, you know, have that mailbox money. Wouldn't it be awesome if you could have an extra $8,000 to $10,000 a month of income coming in, and whether you decide to go to work or not, you know, you can sleep, you can go on vacation, you know that you have $8,000 a month, you know, $10,000 a month coming in every single month. And if you do it right and you play it smart, you can do it by the age of 40. You don't have to wait till you're 70 or 80 or 90. If you play your cards right and you listen to this video today, we can create a strategy for you so you can have an abundant life, so you can have the money that you want for whenever you retire, so you can, you know, have an awesome life. You know, if you want to take your family on Colorado on a ski trip for the holidays, or you want to take a cruise, you know, to the Bahamas, or you want to travel to Europe or Italy, you know, or China, you know, you need money to do that, guys. If you want to buy an awesome car, or a great house, or pay for your children's college, you need money. Let's face it. So the point here is, you know, I can only tell you what I know and what I've been able to do. And so that's what I'm going to talk to you about, is how to create enough wealth. So if you wanted to retire by the age of 40, you could. The first question you need to ask yourself is, how much money do you need? How much money do you want to retire? Okay. You know, and then you can start thinking that through to play out the numbers. And so that way, if you're younger now, in your 20s or 30s, or even if you're in your 50s, you can start planning for that today. So the first thing that you want to think about or focus on, whether you're just out of college, or you're in a career that maybe doesn't pay you a lot of money for the exchange of value that you do for your services, is you want to focus on getting into a career that obviously that you love and that you enjoy, but that also has a high income opportunity, high margins. And so, for example, in real estate, you know, I always go back to it because, you know, the nation's wealthy, some of the most richest people in the world, it's all stemmed from real estate, right? That's one of the things, you know, obviously being an entrepreneur, owning a business, but real estate is $1 trillion industry, right? You can make millions of dollars in real estate because it's a large transaction, it's a large ticket item. And so one of the things that we do here at my company, we teach people how to become a top producer. We train them through our mentorship program so they can earn a high six-figure income, so they can save that money, right? If you're making, you know, $150,000 a year and your bills are $90,000 a year, then you'd save 60 grand a year. That's enough money to start building a nest egg for investments, for annuitized income that we're going to talk about here in a second. So you need to find a career where you can have a high income opportunity. okay, in exchange for your time. If you're making $50,000 a year or less than that, it's going to be really hard unless you live in a teepee to be able to save the money to basically to allocate that capital into some type of something interest bearing return. And one of the things that I love is apartment complexes, and that's what we're going to be talking about. It doesn't have to just be an apartment complex. There's a lot of different things, but that's a great one. There's also REITs, which is a real estate investment trust. There's also large paying dividends in the stock market on ACAP companies, blue chips that can pay large dividend yields. And so my focus and my expertise has always been on investment management, studying the markets and becoming a student of the markets. And I've trained some of the best financial traders in the world to learn how to master the markets and create high yields of return. So, but real estate is something you definitely want to have in your portfolio as well. And so, but the first takeaway is you need to create a high income career and something that you really enjoy. Don't chase the money. Okay. Remember, the purpose of a business is a satisfied customer. It's not about your profit margin. Okay. So forget about that. It has to be something that you really like. That's number one. Okay. And if you're out there, like I said, you're at a dead end job, you're really good at sales. You can sell people, you can persuade them. We love to talk to you, and you can send me your resume at angelo@chihomeloans.com. And I don't care if you're in another industry or not. I can teach you how to become a top producer. I've trained over 232 people to become a top producer with real estate and banking that are all making 6 and 7 figures. My company has been rated as the #1 company to train and educate people for real estate and finance for a reason. You check out our platform, Real Estate University. It's over 1,000 hours of content where we teach people how to monetize and how to become a top producer. It's not just about getting your license. All the other companies can help you to get your license. But man, do you know how to close a deal? Do you know how to evaluate income and credit? Do you know how to lock a deal down? That's what it's about, okay? So that's why I love real estate so much, because you can earn a lot of money quickly to build up your wealth, to build up your portfolio. You don't have to be 10 years in a doctoring program and take on $200,000 in student loans, and then you get out of school and then you start working in an internship. It's great to be a doctor. I have nothing against that. We need doctors. It's just that you think about that. If you're 22 right now, or you're 25 years old, just getting out of school, and you're hungry to make a lot of money, real estate and banking is the fast track on how to get there, because you can easily make $100,000, $150,000 a year in this business, and you can definitely do it with my company. I don't know about anyone else's company out there, but with my company, we can definitely help you to do that. So making a high income, okay, and then saving that money. When I first started in the industry, I told you guys that my first year in the business, I made $51,000. The second year, I made $792,000 in this industry. Okay, I was living off of $2,000 a month, so I saved all that money, and I bankrolled that into all of the businesses that I bought and invested in real estate. Okay, so the idea is that right now, if you're just starting out, is get into a career where you can make a lot of money, okay, and then save that money. All right, and let's say that in 5 years you've saved $500,000, right? Now you have something to play with. Okay, so let's say you save in 5 years $500,000. Okay, with that $500,000, I mean the opportunities open up big time, right? So with $500,000, you could buy a $2 million apartment complex, right? We would give you the loan for it, and then you put 25% down. You use the bank's money to finance the other $1.5 million. Now, here's the thing: on that $2 million apartment complex, it's going to throw off. Let's say that it has 25 doors on it, and each door is paying you $1,000 a month. That's going to pay about $300,000 a year in gross revenue for that investment. Okay, so now you have cash flow coming in on this apartment complex of $300,000 a year. Now you have to pay the mortgage, right? But so your ROI after paying the debt is probably going to be about 12%, right? So you're netting about 12% off of this gross rental of $300K. So you're going to be netting probably about $3,000 a month off of this deal. Okay, So you got $3,000 coming in a month, $3,000 coming in a month, $3,000 coming in a month, $3,000 coming in a month. Now you're 30 years old. So your goal is to retire by the age of 40 in 10 years. Now, this mortgage that you have on there is going to probably be a 20-year term. Okay. So what you can do is if you got $3,000 coming in a month, what you can do is take that extra $3,000 and apply that to the principal of this mortgage and then have it paid off by the age of 40. Okay. So watch that. You're going to, instead of keeping the $3,000 a month of profit that you're netting on the apartment complex, you plow that back in to the debt and you pay it off in 10 years. Okay. So by doing that, okay, now you have this apartment complex, this 25-unit apartment complex, and now you're making $25,000 a month gross revenue. Okay. And you have no debt anymore. You just have to pay for the property taxes, the insurance, the maintenance. So you're probably going to be, and you probably need to pay a property manager if you don't want to deal with it. After all that, you're probably going to be netting about $200,000 a year. Okay. And most people could retire off of $200,000 a year and never have to go to work. I mean, let me ask you this way. And if I proposed to you, if you did this today, and by the age of 40, I told you that you'd have mailbox money coming to you every single month of $16,000 a month. Okay. $16,000 a month coming to you every single month, just coming to you. Would you be interested in doing that? Would that be a good deal for you? Because that's really what you can do. That's something that I did. I bought my first apartment complex when I was 27 years old. Okay. And I let my wife take all the money on that apartment complex. That's her play money, her spending money. Okay. And she can buy whatever she wants. She can do whatever she wants. That thing was paid off 5 years ago. So, and that's the opportunity of what you can do if you play your cards right. You have to have chess-like thinking and strategize and think about how are you going to play this? How are you going to do it? Right. And this is something I did that I'm telling you that you can do, and it's very simple to do. And you can keep accumulating more assets, accumulating more apartment complexes. Why not do that? So, but you have to make the right decisions. If you want to have a great life, you got to make the right decisions. And that's what it comes down to. And obviously, you could buy more apartment complexes from there if you wanted to and increase your, your income. But most people could, live off of, $20,000 a month net for the rest of their life and be happy. And the one thing that we do know is that people are always going to live in apartments and they're always going to want to pay rent, And so if you pick the right location, you buy the right one, then that could be, something that you could pass on to your family for generations and fuel your family's need for a cost of living, right? So it doesn't just have to be apartment complexes. There's many other things that you could do. Like I said, the other thing that if you invested in a REIT, which is a real estate investment trust, those are on Wall Street, where basically instead of you actually owning the real estate and having to manage it, you can just buy the stock of one of these REITs and then receive the dividend. Okay, so let's say you took that $500,000 and you put it into a REIT, right? You probably won't be getting $20,000 a month, but you'll probably be getting usually about normally a lot of the dividends are anywhere from 8 to 15% a year off of your $500,000. So you'd probably be getting anywhere from 40 to 90 grand a year, and a lot of people could live off of that income. So you can buy into the REIT, hold the stock. And regardless of, the stock price, you'll get paid that dividend, right? You could buy a great company, ExxonMobil, Coca-Cola, those companies pay yields on their holding their stock. You won't get as much if you buy one, probably about 4 or 5% a year. But that'd be an extra $2 or $3 a month that you could, live off of. I like the apartment complex one because it still has low risk and you still get a high return. There's also REITs out there that have a great interest-bearing opportunity too, provided that you got to watch to see who's managing it, how much debt they have, what type of assets they're investing in. You got to check all these things out. But they're definitely ideas to spark your interest, so that way you can get curious and start investigating to see what the best opportunity is. but it's totally real. It can definitely happen for you, but you have to have a plan, and then you have to execute that plan. Okay. So, and again, you don't have to be, 25 to do this. You could be 55, but at least get started. It's never too late to get started and to get things going. But the sooner the better. And so this is a real proven strategy that I've done, and not just me, but there's been a ton of people that have built their baseline. For example, look at LeBron James. He makes $100 million a year. What's he doing with all that extra cash? He's investing it into real estate. It's the same thing. Focus on your core career, make monster income in that, right? And then take that extra income and invest it. And you want to have something that has a decent return, a decent yield for your capital, and not too much risk. And apartment complexes are a great one. We do the funding for that. We're a commercial lender. So if you need to get funding to purchase your apartment complex, let us help you. We also do cash outs on apartment complexes. We have great interest rates on our banking side. We also do hard money funding, for apartment complexes. That's the great thing about our company. We do residential, we do commercial, we do reverse mortgage, we lend nationwide. So it's a wonderful opportunity for somebody that's out there that's looking to get onto a great company to join and boost their career and boost their income. Because this industry is awesome, because you help people to realize their dreams and their goals to become homeowners. You're helping veterans to buy a house. You're helping first-time buyer millennials to own a home. That's an awesome feeling, man, when they close on their house and you're getting paid well to do it. That's the really cool thing, and it's enduring. It's everlasting. People are always going to buy a house. They're always going to want to refinance to get out cash to pay out. Like Christmas time right now, awesome time to refinance, get cash out to pay off your debt. Okay, we offer those type of loans. If you own a house, you can use your house as a piggy bank to take out cash, so you can invest that money or pay off all your debt and become debt free. Okay, that's an enduring industry that's going to be here forever, right? That's an awesome thing. So that's the first thing, is get the income right, get the career right. Okay, and then invest that money. Like I said, apartment complexes are great. This is a great strategy on how you can do that. So, guys, if you don't know who I am, my name is Angelo Christian. I'm a branch manager here and been doing this for over 15 years, done over $1 billion in lending. We have helped over 13,000 people to be able to own a home or to accomplish their funding goals with commercial. We do residential strip centers, hotels, restaurants, refinance of homes. We help veterans. We're a proud sponsor of the Wounded Warrior Project and Susan G. Komen, one of my two main charities that we help. So if we can help any of you guys with your funding goals, you want to get pre-approved to buy a house, call us at 281-817-HOME. That's 281-817-4663. We also, if you are looking for educating yourself and doubling or tripling your income, and you're curious about real estate, we have Real Estate University for you. And it's something that I built. It took me several years to build this. It's an online platform, a university, where you can learn how to become either a top producer with real estate, mortgage banking, and you can do it nationwide. You can do it from your phone. You can do it from your computer, your tablet. Get certified, get your diploma, and then that way you can also get leads from us as well. Okay, it doesn't matter if you're in Orlando, Miami, Los Angeles. We have a lead generation system to give you the leads too, so you can become a top producer, close those deals. We teach you how to close and monetize, how to evaluate income and credit, the loan products. So if you guys are out there and you want to make a change with your career, if you're not happy, you feel like you deserve more with your career, check out Real Estate University. It's all my team. They train on that platform. That's what I built. It's all my learning, all distilled down for you, so that way you can become a top producer and make the most of your life. So anyway, guys, click on, if you want to see more of my stuff and you want to get more notifications, click on that bell on YouTube so you can get notifications. Please, if you know anyone that would benefit off of this video, share it with them on Instagram, Facebook, YouTube. Leave any comments down below if you have any questions. And don't forget to follow us. Our goal is to take 1 million subscribers in the next 3 years. Right now, we're at 42,000 subscribers. Our goal is to take it to 1 million. So help us out by sharing this, get people to sign up with us. My name is Angelo Christian. Thank you so much. I hope that this video benefited you. Take care and peace out, guys. Bye-bye.